Hello from Austin, Texas. My name is Scott Norman. I'm the CEO of the Texas Association of Builders, and this is another edition of the Texas Builders Report. As we're recording this in the first week of May, the last month of session has really started to kick in front of mind of everyone across the street at the Texas Capitol. Next week on May 12th, the legislative deadlines start kicking in that signal the end of session is near, but also start triggering deadlines in the House and Senate on bills that will spell their demise if those deadlines aren't met. I am happy to report that TAB's priority legislation is in very good stead. We're not to the finish line yet, but moving through the process, and I will hit on a couple of those here in a minute. But first, you may have heard that the governor's signature legislation and priority of the governor for the last several sessions has passed, and that's education savings accounts. It's actually passed the House and Senate. They came to agreement, and a week or so ago, the governor signed the bill into law. As well as this week, we found out that the House and Senate have reached agreement on property tax relief, both raising the homestead exemption as well as increasing the business personal property tax exemption. And so that issue is being resolved as well, and is another major issue that the legislature was facing. They're continuing to work out the differences in the budget, House and Senate versions of the budget, but I expect that to get resolved as well. Other legislation of statewide importance and that we are very much supportive is additional funding for water supply. Senator Perry has made this a priority issue, and he's to be commended for elevating the issue over the last several years. The governor has declared an emergency item, and the speaker and lieutenant governor have both prioritized as well. And the legislation, Senate Bill 7 and HJR 7, the enabling legislation, and the constitutional amendment creating a new fund for water infrastructure, are moving through the process. We hope they can get across the finish line. Another bill that we're very supportive of and have been engaged in, going back to last session and very much so this session as well, is creating a permanent fund for facilities for the Texas State Technical College, or TSTC. This legislation has passed through the House, the HJR 7, and is over in the Senate. There's some companion legislation in the Senate as well. And so we're pushing and fingers crossed and trying to get that to the finish line. It's very important for the future of our industry, the future for our workforce, so we can get more people trained up in the skills they need for these high-paying jobs, and not only the construction-related trades, but so much for our growing state. So we're working very hard on that as well. As for TAB's top priorities, all session we've been talking about the transparency bill regarding building moratoriums imposed by cities. I'm proud to report that House Bill 2559 has made it through the House. It's made it out of the Senate committee, and we expect it on the Senate floor as early as next week. Please stay tuned for a call to action as we need our members contacting their senators, urging their support when we go to the full Senate for this very, very important legislation. And as I said, we hope that can happen as soon as next week. Similarly, our transparency and notice bill for impact fees has been moving through the process. On this one, it's a Senate Bill 1883. It has moved out of the Senate. It has also moved out of House committee and is headed to the House Calendars Committee, where we hope it gets scheduled for the full House calendar in the next week or two. This legislation is also critically important as impact fees have such a negative impact on housing affordability. We really think there needs to be more transparency to the process before local governments impose these fees or increase them. And so we're working hard on that. When that bill gets set on the House calendar, we will also ask all of you to engage your state representatives and urge their support for this critical legislation. So please be looking for that in coming days as well. Other legislation of import to our industry is also moving through the process, and we continue to work on that. I urge you to stay involved, sign up for Voter Voice so you can get notifications, and look for communications on social media and otherwise from the Texas Association of Builders as we work these closing days of the legislative session. We're not done yet, but we're close to the finish line. And it's very important that we stay engaged all the way to the end. And that also takes our 10,000 members, their companies, and multitude, tens of thousands of employees, and other folks in our industry that this legislation is so critical. We'll be giving another update as we get closer to sine die on June 2nd, the end of session, and we hope we have lots of good news to report then. Until next time, I'll talk to you then.
When you're building a home in Texas, you need a partner you can trust. A partner who ensures quality, strength, and peace of mind. Structure Home Warranty is that partner. Structure Home Warranty offers insurance-backed warranties for new homes and remodels, ensuring that the homes you build and your business is protected. We also provide specialized programs for build-to-rent projects, along with pool warranties and builder's risk insurance. Our fast and fair claims management ensures that when issues arise, we handle them quickly, minimizing disruption to your business. For over 25 years, Structure Home Warranty has been the trusted choice for Texas home builders. Choose Structure Home Warranty and build with confidence. Visit structure.com to learn more about our services and discover why we're the right choice for your business.